So what's up, guys? We're back with episode 12 of the GD podcast after a lengthy break. I think it's been 3 weeks.
A month.
Yeah, it's been a month. Shit,
a whole month.
I mean, normally
New
it's 2
year,
weeks,
old
but now
us.
it's now a month. But then again, we hadn't uploaded a video in a whole week at that point. So.
I wonder how our
that was
subscribers have survived without seeing my face. I don't know. Anyway.
More importantly, my face.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, we're going to get straight into the first segment of the podcast, which is what have you guys been playing over the past month? So I'll pass it to Oscar.
What even is this? This is just so much AIDS, isn't it? Like, come on, what is this podcast?
Oscar, go ahead.
Okay, so the past month. Okay, no.
God.
I'm just going to go off the recent memory for simplicity.
Yeah,
really.
that's what I'm going to do too.
And yeah, now my cat's fucking getting up. Shut the fuck up. But yes, I have played Life is Strange over the past couple of weeks, and damn, that experience was one hell of a ride, I must say. I actually was so kind of put off with the concept of paying £16 for it at first. I just thought, I'm not going to pay £16 for a game that I know I'm going to play, but it won't be very long. But after I decided to actually sell loads of pre-owned games from like the PS3, and I also sold Shadow of Mordor because that's a pile of shit.
What the fuck?
Honestly, when I reinstalled my,
this is why we need Robin in these podcasts, because this would create banter.
I know, but I'm just going to quickly mention this. When I upgraded my PS4 hard drive, I don't know if people actually know this, but I inserted a 2 terabyte hard drive into the PS4. That's what I got for Christmas. I actually obviously re-downloaded and reinstalled all of my games that I had, and one of them was Shadow of Mordor.
Now got a couple of terabytes.
So I started playing Shadow of Mordor for like the first 5 minutes again, and it was shit. I just didn't enjoy it. I fucking hated it. So I was like, I'm never going to play this again. Might as well hand it in and at least get some kind of money for it. So I did that, of course, and I managed to get £20 as cash from selling loads of these pre-owned games along with Shadow of Mordor, and so I spent that on PSN credit and that kind of thing, and I got Life is Strange, which is a very, very great, very good game. In fact, I think I would say it's probably, for me anyway, out of the games I've all played this year, second out of all the games I've played. So obviously Metal Gear Solid 5 is number 1, and then you've got Life is Strange as number 2, and then I could probably list loads of other games for 3rd, 4th and 5th or whatever. But yeah, to keep it simple, obviously the first two, Metal Gear Solid and Life is Strange, and Life is Strange is fantastic. I actually ended up crying at the end of it. I will admit that on camera.
Honestly, like, seriously, you don't know how close I came to crying either. Like, also, so
yeah.
It's literally like you're not alone. I know so many people have also said that they cried at the end. But to be honest, I actually came closer to crying at the end, at the beginning of episode 4. Even, like, if you've played the game, obviously you know what I'm talking about. But that was actually like more. That was something that got to me more.
We're obviously trying not to spoil anything here for anyone who hasn't played it,
this is the thing. I mean, obviously, Callum, being the faggot that he is, said he wasn't going to play it, and then when we talked through all these different spoilers of the game, now he says he wants to play it.
I read fuck all of that conversation.
Oh yeah, of course, he knows nothing now.
Mate, you know me. You know how retarded I am. I don't remember shit. Like, I don't remember what I did this morning. Okay.
Well, but I don't remember what you did this morning.
No, I don't. I think the only thing I remember is having a wank.
That's standard.
Thanks, Callum.
Standard.
So yeah, I found the beginning of the episode actually more heart-wrenching, but also because it sort of like,
and the end of episode
had I thought
that was pretty sad.
It had a link. Well, the events in the beginning of episode 4 had a vague, albeit, but still had a link to my personal life, so it was more hard-hitting for me. But at the same time, the decision at the end of the game was also so hard to make.
Oh, it was
so
many great moments of that game, and that I think I'll probably remember for quite a long time.
I still listen to songs from that game also now. I completed it in like the beginning of December, and I still listen to the songs now because they're just so awesome. The memories that are associated with them make me feel really sad, but I still listen to them.
And but yeah, there's that game that I played. I did buy Tomb Raider, the definitive edition. I've played through a part of that, not finished that yet, because I wanted to play Life is Strange first, if I'm completely honest. And the most annoying thing was every single time that I went, like, when you go on the the PS4 menu, and you like press down on one of the games, and it comes with like the overview and all that other shit. It kept advertising Life is Strange because Square Enix published Tomb Raider. So it was like a constant thing. Buy Life is Strange. I was like, I want to buy it, but I don't have the money. And so that was kind of annoying. But and the other game I actually played literally about 2 days ago, and I pretty much heard about this on the internet, and I heard it was free to play, so I just went and bought. Didn't buy it, but obviously downloaded it off Steam. Was Emily is Away, which I don't know if any of you guys have played. Have you played it?
Nope.
No.
No, have you heard of it?
No.
No,
No,
actually.
you haven't heard of it. Okay.
I have to be honest. Yeah, no.
It's
I've heard of it.
literally about half an hour long. It's just a very interesting experience. It's literally just a game with like loads of text. It's just a text-based game, and it's basically you talking to a girl online.
Oh
And
yeah, I have heard about that game actually.
You have heard about
Yeah,
it. It's
I
basically
didn't think it was called that, but I have heard about it now. That
no.
you've
You
described
might
a
have heard
little
of it.
bit.
It came out
Yeah.
a couple of months back anyway. It's free to play. It's half an hour long. You might as well go download it. It's just an experience, and also heartbreaking at the end. So that's quite an interesting game. I played that as well.
Is it with that the thing I usually wonder about those sorts of games, because you say it's like about half an hour long, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I usually find is like with games that are that short, I usually find it hard for them to actually have an emotional impact on me. But
It's not
is
particularly
that
emotional.
something
It's
it does
just
well?
you kind of it's frustrating in a weird way. It's difficult to explain without saying what it is. But
Right.
you're basically talking to a girl online. And
Something that you two
I
will
st- yeah.
never do.
yes. But no. It's quite an interesting game anyway. I just play it if you haven't already. It's free anyway, so you might as well go play it anyway. But yeah, I'm going to move on to Quang because I've spoken for about 6 minutes on shit that I've played.
yeah, I mean, I'll also compress it down into as short a time as possible, because I've played a lot in the last month actually, because of course a lot of the last month has been the winter break from school, so I've had a lot more time to play games and that sort of stuff. And on that note, actually, we all hope you had a fantastic Christmas and New Year, which we forgot to mention at the beginning of the video.
My bad
I say-
about that
I
New Year's
say
Day
we,
video.
yeah, it's just Callum. Anyway, what have I played? I bought a few games from the Steam Winter Sale, namely Undertale. Bought that, played a few hours. Oh god, nice!
Oh, God.
Oh, that was nice,
That
wasn't
was
it?
fucking
That was
horrendous.
perfect. That was a perfectly timed one. That wasn't it? A few hours of Undertale. And along with that, I mean, Undertale's all right, interesting enough. Although I've been distracted by another game that I've been playing recently. Also in the Steam Summer Sale, I got the Beginner's Guide, which is made by the creator of the Stanley Parable. And if you know what the Stanley Parable is, then you'll get the sort of gist of what the Beginner's Guide is. It's a very similar style of game, although I wouldn't recommend buying it and playing it unless you are getting it in a sale, because it's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours long, and it isn't something I felt particularly good after playing. So yeah, I bought that game and completed it in one sitting. Also bought Left 4 Dead 2 just because I was sort of interested in to see if, because it's a really popular multiplayer game, to see if I would like it, because I'm not a multiplayer sort of person, and it pretty much sort of proved that I'm not a multiplayer sort of person further, because I didn't like it again. But more recently, I've been putting a lot of time into The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, because I recently bought the season pass for it, and I very rarely buy DLC, as you two very well know, but I did buy the season pass for it because I like The Witcher 3 so much, and I read that the expansion pass for it, the 2 expansion passes that would be coming out for it, are supposedly very good value. I'm judging by what Hearts of Stone is, which is the first expansion pass that came out, and that I am playing through right now. It's incredible value. For £10, you're pretty much getting more value than you are out of a lot of AAA games these days, really. So anyway, that is what I've been playing. Go ahead, Callum.
This is going to be interesting.
Fuck you. Just fuck you. I've been playing. Actually, today I completed Just Cause 3.
Very good.
Just
Fair enough.
Just fuck your sarcasm. Just fuck your sarcasm.
That wasn't even sarcasm.
I wasn't even
was.
trying. I know I sound sarcastic sometimes, but that wasn't
Even
actually
I could tell that
intentionally
wasn't
sarcasm.
I could tell. It was saying it like in a more kind of meaningful way than well done. Kind of like that's how I would do.
You guys are meaningful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bros before hoes.
Thing is though, Callum, why are you playing Just Cause 3 when you have the access to Life is Strange for free?
Because Just Cause 3 is like fun as fuck to play.
Doesn't have a great story, does
I
it?
don't think he's lying.
No, I know it doesn't have a story. Well, it does have a story. Not saying
Yeah.
it's a very good one, but
Which story's better, Destiny or Just Cause
Just
3?
Cause. Oh my god.
Because both are shit from what I've heard.
But basically,
I've played Destiny, I've not played Just Cause, but
But let's be
basically,
honest,
hang
you
on,
don't
let's
buy
look at-
Just
look
Cause
at
for the
Just
story, do you?
Cause, look at Just Cause and look at any other open world kind of game, right? I compare the story quality between Just Cause 3 and something like Far Cry 3. I compare those
Far
stories.
Cry 3
Far
is
Cry
quite
3.
good though, I've
Yeah.
understand.
Far Cry 4 maybe.
Far Cry 4
Far Cry 4 was just
conceived to be
bollocks.
worse, than Far Cry 3, but
Yeah.
I never finished Far Cry.
Well, in terms of the story though, Far Cry 4's story is very mediocre.
Yeah.
So if that's what you're getting at.
No, I mean,
I'm assuming does Just Cause have very good characters though? Because I would still say Far Cry probably had better Pagan Min was a better character than probably.
Yeah, but even with Pagan Min being a good character, he was very rarely
Yeah, it
in the
wasn't
game.
hardly
Like,
in that,
they
yeah,
they
I heard
included
it
him in the
yeah.
beginning of the game, and then he hardly appeared throughout the middle of the game. Then was just there for the last
Right at the
part,
end.
which was a grand total of about an hour of cutscenes, maybe less.
I mean, you can't say in any way that Pagan Min was a better character than Vass. There's absolutely
no, of course not.
That's
Probably
what
not,
that's
but-
what I think Oscar was saying.
Again,
That's what I
I've
thought
not.
You were saying.
No. I was saying better than whatever the Just Cause 3
Just
character's name, I can't
Cause.
remember his name is.
General Di Ravello.
Yeah, and then the guy who has fucking rockets and.
Oh yeah,
shit
he's
all the time.
Pagan Min's easily way better than Di Ravello, but Di Ravello has more of an impact on Just Cause, which is why I'd say it's of a comparable quality in general.
Okay.
Besides that, I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront, which I got for Christmas, and you know what? It's actually a lot of fun to play. It's kind of it's very Battlefield.
It just lacks
similar.
content, basically. That's what it is.
At the minute, it
I
does
never
lack
said the
That's the
mechanics,
thing,
the graphics, and everything.
At the
else was
minute,
awesome,
at the
but it
minute,
was
of
just
the
lacking
9
content.
modes that you can play in that multiplayer, 4 of them are actually good. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've always said I'll buy that game when it gets a very substantial price drop. Like, when you
To be
could
fair,
get
on PSN
like,
right now, it's £28. It's actually pretty good.
that's not bad.
Yeah, no, but it's like when Oscar bought Destiny with the expansion
Oh, yeah.
pack.
You'd
for,
rather do something like that.
Yeah, something like that where you can buy you're going to get all the content on offer
Yeah.
for a reason. Oh God.
Your
Oh,
voice
yeah,
cracks.
Brian,
I'm
your
doing-
voice,
I'm doing well today, aren't I?
Man, you're
Like,
18 in 4 months.
Then there's nothing controlling these. There's no reason. I'm perfectly relaxed. I don't have a sore throat. Anyway, leave it.
Too much.
What was
camera.
I lost my train of thought now. What was I
We were
saying?
talking
saying
about
that you'd
Battlefront.
What?
Yeah, if there was something of a reasonable value like that for Battlefront, then I probably will get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so is that all you've been playing?
Hang on.
I suggest it is because we've been talking for quite a bit now.
13 minutes of what we've been playing. I mean, it has been a month,
13
but
minutes of absolute AIDS. That's what this has been.
That is the typical GD podcast.
Okay.
That should be our
And on that note,
We
let's
shall
go
move
on
on
to
to
the
the
news. Yeah. And
Oh, God, I
the
didn't
first
think
bit
about
of
the
news, I'd like to talk about is about the IGN Game
For
of the
fuck's
Year
sake!
2015.
I knew this was coming though, because oh god, like he's trying to impersonate the Joker, but he's doing a really shit job of it.
Yeah, you're doing a shit job of being Heath Ledger, mate.
Or Mark Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Jack Nicholson.
is a beast. Oh my god, it was absolutely brilliant. I literally was just sitting in my room by myself. Somebody tweeted saying, and the winner is linked the video, and I went on it and I just started bursting out in laughter.
Who was it?
Oh my god.
Because I was tagged in that tweet. So
Yeah, you were.
I think let's see if I can bring it up. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
I
Charlie
have no
Lister,
idea,
so
right? I have to
there
put
you go.
up with this every single fucking day.
Callum, why do you care?
Because it
The
pisses
only
me
reason-
off. Yes,
the
we
only
know
reason
that
I
Witcher
find it
3
so
got Game of the
hilarious
Year
is
for 2015.
the-
No one
the
gives a
only-
fuck.
The
Bloody
only
hell,
reason
Callum,
I
calm
find
down.
this
You've not
so
played either
bloody...
Metal Gear Solid or Witcher,
Callum,
so
I
I've
played
played
10
you
hours of
literally
Metal
don't have a
Gear
leg
Solid,
to
it's a
stand
piece
on.
of
I'm not
shit.
even directing this at you. I'm saying... the reason it's so bloody funny is because when I was saying Witcher 3 was Game of the Year, in a past podcast, Oscar made the excuse that IGN were going to name Metal Gear Solid 5 as their Game of the
did
Year,
say that.
and IGN are the definitive deciders
Did
of
you hear
that.
that
but
Oscar
no,
just said that he
both
didn't
the
I'm
say
fan
still
that?
waiting for the
voted
IGN
PlayStation
video.
Blood one. That's what I want to
Didn't say
see. The
Oh,
PlayStation Blood one.
the PlayStation one. That's the next one.
Yeah, no.
And what
You
happens
gotta
when it's the
understand. You gotta
PlayStation
understand.
one?
You remember, in fact, if not all Metal Gear Solid fans are all on PlayStation. So there's a high
The
chance.
PlayStation, the voted PlayStation Game of the Year for IGN was Bloodborne.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's a
What's your
that
next
means,
excuse?
I think.
Yep, and all the ones that have been voted for so far have also been of a similar trend. Like they've all voted Bloodborne as their Game of the Year.
I
for
feel
PlayStation
like Metal Gear
because it's the
Solid will
best
win the
PlayStation
PlayStation
exclusive
Blood
to
one.
come
Though.
out.
I just feel like it will because it's so much of a Metal Gear Solid fan base. I would be surprised
Because
to see
that
Witcher
means
because
that
Witcher's
it's
such
going
a
to win the
PC
Game of
game,
the Year.
really.
Brilliant.
Which is more of a PC game. I think it's more of an Xbox game. In fact, it was originally never even on PlayStation. This is the first game that's been on PlayStation.
I believe the what was it? It was PS4 trophies or whatever said The Witcher 3 was his game of the year, and he's only playing on PS4.
Well, yeah,
There's plenty of people who say The Witcher 3 is the game of the year on PS4, even though it's more orientated. Well, you'd guess it's more orientated around PC.
Well, you have to remember, it was never on PlayStation. The Witcher 2 or 1 was never on PlayStation. It was an Xbox game. It was Xbox and PC. So it was never. That was The Witcher 3 is the first game it's been on first time it's been on PlayStation. So. And
by some magical process, it's now winning Game of the Year for all the PlayStation gamers.
Okay. Well, anyway, Quan, stop your gloating. What other news do we have? Come on.
Oh, that's the only important bit of news.
Are you not going to talk about?
No, I love life. No, okay, I'll move on to another one.
Fair enough.
The Witcher 3. No. The next one, I guess, is one that we're not going to talk for a great deal of time on because Oscar made his own video about this on Greatness Debates. But we'll give a short opinion on this because it is, I guess, somewhat significant. Uncharted 4 got delayed again. What are your thoughts?
So.
Oscar, not you. You made the bloody video. Callum, what are your thoughts?
Well, whatever then.
I'm just going to reiterate. For fuck's sake. We said this would be AIDS before we started.
I love how we're describing a podcast.
I'm laughing.
We're describing a podcast as a disease.
No. I'm not leaving. I wasn't laughing at anything that just happened. I was laughing at the fact that Callum just said, just to reiterate, which reminded me of when of that Uncharted 4 live match that you guys did.
The gameplay's brilliant. Just to reiterate. The map's brilliant. Just to reiterate.
Yeah, just to reiterate. He said it 7 times in 2 minutes, and I was like, what's happening?
Oh god. Alright, okay then. To reiterate my thoughts that were in the previous video on this, I think it's... I'm in a bit of... I'm trying to think of a word for it, but it's like...
Disarray?
That's a very, very good word to use.
Yeah, listen to the English student.
What a faggot. Yeah, I think it's a good thing because they're going to have more time to polish it off, make it better, but obviously it's worse because we aren't going to be able to play it as soon as possible. That's pretty much all I can say on it.
And I guess I completely agree. I think delays generally, although in the sort of first when you first hear about it, it may well annoy you, as it sort of did for me also when I heard about it. As every delay for Uncharted has been, but then you think about it and you say, okay, they're delaying it for a reason. They're not rushing the game. That's only a good thing. And it's similar for any other game that's delayed. I mean, Xbox One has had, I think, so far already 2 of their main AAA games delayed. One until later on in 2016, and one until 2017, I believe.
Recall,
it was
and I think it
Recall.
was
Crackdown wasn't.
the other one.
No, not Crackdown. It wasn't Crackdown. It was
because
Crackdown multiplayer is going to release, and the single player is going to be added on later on for some reason. But
I gotta say, your internet's going absolutely.
Yeah,
amazing.
I know. You. Okay, let's just mention it. Okay.
We finished that part of the news. Let's just move on.
I can barely understand what he's saying. Okay. So, do you have any other pieces of news, Quan, or are you finished?
Yes, I do. We have plenty of news. It's been a month, right?
Well, yes.
The next one. The pricing of the Oculus Rift has been revealed at $599, is it?
Yep.
Or £500 or €500. Go ahead. What are your thoughts on this?
In all fairness,
obviously, I presume you're not going to buy it.
I got about one word of that sentence. I'm thinking it was Oculus Rift.
That's 2 words.
Okay, fine, whatever.
You
cool.
fucking imbecile.
I've personally given my thoughts on this already. So, Callum.
Actually, after considering what the price is for it and what the technology is offering, I honestly don't think it's that bad, because I was working with a DK2 development kit to Oculus Rift with work, and I think that cost £350 off the top of my head.
I think it was that, yeah, it was.
I think it was about that, and then looking at the consumer edition, which is about £500, it's honestly it's not that bad because they're going to be putting in. Obviously, it's going to be improved. Because I noticed that when I used it, there's a lot of latency issues with it. It's not stable frame rate when you use it either. So they're going to have upgraded all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think it's a reasonable price for it. The only thing
I
that's
don't think it's something that you should get like off the bat as one of the first people to buy it. I think it will go under some price cuts, and I think once they do like fix all of those hiccups, like you say, it'll be better for sure. PlayStation VR rumored to be $400 to $600 also, so.
But the main thing I see with Oculus is that there's not a lot of people who are going to have like a PC that's available to run it. Like, I saw this article and it said like less than 1% of PCs are able to run or use Oculus at the minute.
Yeah, but
because of
realistically,
graphics cards
that
and stuff like that.
Realistically, that 1%, a lot of those are going to be gamers. It's like saying,
obviously, of course.
Yeah. Anyway, no, but that is definitely a good point. I mean, a lot of PCs won't be able to run Oculus Rift, so I guess that's the plus side for PSVR when it does release. You're only going to need the PlayStation 4, and a lot of people already have that. So, anyway, on the last bit of news. The last bit of news I want to talk about is this article that I found just now, and I apologise, by the way, if my internet does sound awful.
I can't fucking hear you.
I can hear him perfectly.
I know. Who was hosting the call?
Me.
Is it you? Callum?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably why you can hear him perfectly then.
Okay, wait. What I'll do, if you can't properly hear me, I'll send this link in the Skype chat, and you guys can talk about it.
For fuck's sake.
Boom.
Right, I'll open it up.
I don't know what this is going to be. I can have a...
This is
Oh my god!
This is AIDS! This is absolute AIDS! Oh my god! Quan!
People are like listening, probably thinking, "What the hell is this?"
Mate,
Kind of weird. No, it's
this
not.
is a GameSpot article. This is serious. Serious faces on, boys.
Legit. PlayStation users visit Pornhub.
Guys, 1 second. Can we just restart the call? Because I barely can hear anyone.
Oh my god.
And I'll host it because I've got the best internet.
Okay, restart the call then.
We can all just sit here and just say
Bloody
Just
hell.
do it.
We're in the middle of restarting the call here. Madness. Right. This is never before seen thing. Here we go.
This was an absolute load of bollocks.
This doesn't sound as bad now. It was Callum's internet, right?
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Okay, first bit of news then. That's not first, last bit of news. So it's apparent, it has been revealed, PlayStation users visit Pornhub more than Xbox.
How did I know? How did I
site
know that
says.
Crum was going to pick this news article out?
Mate, this is from GameSpot. This is legit. This is normal. So, what are your thoughts?
I think that's 100% true because I visit Pornhub way more than all of my friends.
I never go on the PS4 to do that.
Oh no, I don't.
This is what I think. Like, why
phone.
would you go on your console to do
The
that?
biggest
my
question
phone.
is, like, there's a little pie chart here. Fucking 1.3% of people are watching it on their Nintendo 3DS. Do they want some kind of weird 3DS, like 3D portable experience? Like, I don't know.
3D tapas.
8.9% of people are watching on their Wii.
On their Wii, I know. Not on their Wii U. There's no Wii U here.
No,
It's
there
just Wii.
How are
The Vita?
5% of people watching it on a
Vita.
fucking
Hey,
Vita?
the Vita's got an OLED display, so you could argue that it's quite good quality. But
So is my phone.
Yeah, so
AA.
mine's phone's decent quality, like iPhone 6. Like I just use
yeah.
that.
PS4, there you go. Now the place to watch your.
I think that's for your topics time, isn't it?
What an absolute piece of shit that is.
Come on, that is interesting. If anything, they do this every year. Actually, this particular website, they release like a full report of all the analytics and that sort of stuff. It's
It's
pretty
an
funny.
absolute load of bollocks.
It is. Okay, so we'll move on to the viewer topic, which is surprisingly a lot more serious. Although we did have one asking, it was actually the Uncharted gamer asking to do another fake taxi versus fake hospital, but we decided not to do that. But this was the one that I went for. Pavi D, topic, favourite gaming YouTubers of all time.
Fucking hell.
So people that we watch, like kind of ourselves, rather than obviously the people that obviously we make content, but we obviously all of us have watched YouTubers. So I'm gonna go to Callum because I know that you watch quite a bit of it. So
I don't anymore.
I know. Well, I know that you used to watch
yeah, I
some
know what
other
you mean,
YouTubers that you've definitely talked about in the past. So go for it.
God.
And none of our answers are going to be Robin Gaming, hopefully, because no one likes him.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna put my hands up. Okay. a few years ago, I would have said that Robin was one of my favourite YouTubers.
I probably would as well,
I wouldn't go
but
to a Quan
I'm
level
not-
and say, yeah, I'm going to donate to you on Patreon.
That was literally like the biggest, like that was the worst decision. Why would I type that? And that wasn't even like back when I was like whole high pitched and stuff. That was like just before joining GD.
Yep.
Like that was really bad.
2014 time that probably was.
Probably.
I
yeah.
would say that he was, and he might still be one of, like, he's probably the main guy I do watch on YouTube at the minute. As much as I think he is a huge dickhead, he does make decent content. He's doing well for himself at the minute. I can't really think of any others off the top of my head. Like, I mean, everyone used to watch KSI back in the day when he used to be funny.
When he used to be good.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore. But
Yeah. He's just coming out with all this music bollocks now.
I know. He was on TV the other day. Did you see that?
No.
Madness.
Yeah, what was it? Backchat.
He was
wasn't
with
it?
Jack Whitehall,
And it was like the most awkward
It was
thing because
really
they sat in next to like what was it,
Rob
Lady
Brydon.
C? Is it?
Rob Brydon
Yeah,
was
Rob
brilliant.
Brydon.
I loved him.
Rob
'cause he
Brydon's
was-
always brilliant though.
Rob Brydon's a lad. He is
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
lad.
it was very funny. And there was him, Lady C, and they had the one who's married to David Mitchell or something. Anyway, they had all these people who were like very, very much the kind of the upper class and not so.
And then
low
there's
level.
KSI.
And then they had KSI, who was wearing like fucking snapbacks and looking like a complete twat, to be honest.
Hey, it's me.
It is Callum, yeah. 'Cause yeah. Okay,
I can
we're
rap.
gonna move on. I'm gonna ask
Wait,
Quan.
oh right, okay. I thought you were saying moving on from the whole question.
No. Quan,
what the fuck?
tell me.
Well, of course there is my favourite Dutch YouTuber, Kwebbelkop, but no. As far as other things are concerned,
Oh god.
you like that one, Callum, didn't you?
I don't understand this
As-
because I know this dude, but I don't know. Like, is he the weird like dude with the afro or something?
I don't watch his videos. I just searched Dutch YouTubers and wanted to make a joke about my favourite Dutch YouTuber, but
Oh, okay, right.
what
I don't know.
other I wouldn't say I'm a massive watcher of all these different YouTube channels. Like
Yeah.
I used to watch YouTube videos for sure more often, but now I don't really find the time. I'd say that from time to time I dip into the Sidemen videos just if I want to like not want to think of anything because they're like there's literally like nothing to them. It's just them playing games.
Yeah.
So
They can annoy
usually-
me. They can annoy me. The Sidemen can annoy me sometimes. Only for the pure fact that they definitely kind of are taking the traits of like PewDiePie, overreacting to things.
I wouldn't say they overreact that much. I mean, not on that
much,
scale.
But I like some of them. I don't like.
Yeah,
all
that's
of
the
them.
thing. I think
find
everyone likes
nowadays
some of
that
them more than others.
I don't watch stuff that's that gaming related. In all honesty, I watch stuff that's actually going to make me laugh. Like I watched this series called Honest Trailers, and it's fucking genius.
I've seen that as well.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's like they just do voiceovers over like films and stuff. Like I watched one the other day about Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope, and I could not stop laughing because it was so funny.
Yeah.
And
I'd
that's
say-
pretty much what I watch.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, in terms of actual gaming videos, like you say, gaming channels, I watch quite a bit of Broken Games HD, watch quite a bit of Review Tech USA. Those two are my main ones for like news and that sort of stuff, like and discussing and that sort of stuff. As far as tech goes, I watch quite a bit of tech videos actually. Now thinking about it, I'm subscribed to Mark MKBHD, Austin Evans, Jonathan Morrison, Linus Tech Tips, those sorts of channels. And I think there's something else, isn't there? Oh, it's just left me. It will come back to me. This one.
Oscar, what about yourself?
I think
Shall
there,
I-
yeah,
yeah,
there
I'll
are
say,
there
shall
are
I
other
go ahead,
things.
mate?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. You talk. I'll think about it. I was going to
Um,
say something else actually.
So again, what Juan just mentioned, like Review Tech USA, all that kind of thing. I watched as well. But for me, like the
Oh, that's it. Sorry, I've remembered.
no, go on.
mine.
Say it.
A channel I subscribed to a while ago actually, when he like was quite. Oh, there goes my bell for dinner.
For fuck's sake. It's
I know,
early.
that's early. That is early.
It's
Like, I
15
thought I was
minutes
playing
early.
this. I was playing this safe today. It's I Hate Everything. It's a channel that's now quite popular. It's got like 200,000, 300,000 subscribers. I subscribed to him when he was at like 7,000 or something like that, and I really enjoy his videos. And he was basically, you know, when George Gets Mad?
Yeah.
He's basically like that, but like obviously it's a similar style and that sort of thing, and reminds me in many aspects, you know, that he's like George. But anyway, here's another one. I apologise for having to leave early, ladies.
15 minutes
but
early. It's
I know,
currently
but
6:45.
If it's any consolation, I'm so sure the viewer count is about to drop to 0 when I leave. But if it's any consolation,
True.
As far as TV shows and that sort of stuff, I haven't been watching many TV shows recently. Obviously, in terms of films, recently watched Mad Max, recently watched Star Wars: The Force Awakens, obviously in cinemas and that sort of stuff. Looking forward to a few new TV series, like in terms of seasons, Better Call Saul, Daredevil, both announced. That sort of thing's cool. But that's pretty much it. So, enjoy the rest of the podcast, ladies.
So long,
See you in a
Game
bit,
Boy.
Quan.
Goodbye.
Oscar, you can go ahead and say which
I shall
YouTuber
go ahead
you
with
watch
what
now.
I've... Yes. So, I started off with, like, the Review Tech USA, all that kind of stuff. But the one channel that I think I like the most is actually...
Is our own.
Is our own. No, PlayStation Access is what I like the most. Kind of, it's obviously PlayStation centric. It's there is a bit of comedy in there. They're quite similar to us in that sense. Actually, they are. Obviously, they're a hell of a lot bigger. They're on like 900,000 subscribers. But we are in essence quite similar to them. We have obviously quite a PlayStation centric channel. We do kind of some kind of funny stuff along with there. We do kind of like Let's Play stuff when we do like the Uncharted stuff, and we've done Rocket League in the past, that kind of thing. And yeah, I think we have a similar kind of brand of comedy. They're obviously British, so they're quite similar to us. They're obviously a hell of a lot older. They're like in their 20s and 30s.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Well, no, I'm 20 in 20 days.
Well, okay, that is quite interesting. But you know, me and Quan are still obviously
You're still little
teenagers,
faggots.
So
Fuck off, Quan.
he should have gone for his dinner. I don't know why he's still here. But he's not even. He won't be even in the call, will he? Because he won't be recording his
I
stuff
just
anymore.
kicked him out, so it's all good.
Good job. But yeah, obviously they're the kind of channels I watch the most. Anything gaming related, really. I don't have that many subscriptions. I know, like, this is the funny thing as well. Sometimes I like look at people who have like subscribed to us, and I like check how many subscriptions they have to see, like, it's really just a way of, like, it's kind of stalking someone, really, but it's not quite like that, because it's
You're
more...
never gonna get a girlfriend that way.
What the fuck happened there? Callum, your internet went really weird there.
Did you hear what I said?
Your
though?
voice went like blah, 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 blah. No. Like, I sometimes check that. So I see, like, for example, if they have like about 20 subscriptions, likelihood is that they'll see our video come up in the subscription feed. There's people who have like 200 to 300 subscriptions, and I'm
Seriously?
thinking, what's the point of subscribing to the channel? Because you're never going to see our video, because it's going to display, I don't know,
It's just gonna blend into the background or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So when I see someone who's got 200 subscriptions, I kind of get annoyed. Sometimes I also check it to see if they're subscribed to Robin, to see if there's a correlation there. They're not always subscribed to Robin.
That's a good thing.
There's many a time when they haven't been, and that's actually quite an interesting thing, because Robin just constantly says that the majority of the people who watch us, blah blah blah, are all Robin's kind of like subscribers, and like we steal all his and that kind of thing. But realistically, I would say most of the people who watch us are. I wouldn't deny that in a million years. If you actually, it's a good question. If you are subscribed to Robin and you're watching us, say that in the comments. Say if you are coming from Robin, because that's always an interesting way of looking at it. I'm sure the majority of people who are watching this are. But there's people who I know who aren't subscribed to Robin, because I can see it in the subscription feed. So it's very interesting to see that. I always do that just for the fun of it, really.
Yeah.
But as usual, I've obviously gone off topic. But we're going to go into the TVs and movies section, because we are on like 33 minutes now. We're getting quite long. I know Callum's been watching a lot of stuff. I have not really watched anything. There's lots of stuff that I've kind of watched over Christmas time. It's more just kind of like TV programs which people will never have heard of, because they've just been broadcast in the UK, that kind of thing. There was one which was a Russell Howard like sitcom. I don't know
That was what was it?
Gert Lush Christmas.
Gert Lush Christmas, yeah.
It was a West Country thing. It was quite comedic.
Yeah,
in that sense.
he's like I know someone who's like related to him.
I think he's from Bristol, isn't he? So
He is.
yeah, basically that's I watched some of that stuff. There was like a few films that were like on at Christmas time. I think I like watched like Finding Nemo or something.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. Finding Nemo's the shit.
It's a good film, but it's just, you know, it's like a Pixar film, you know. But that's kind of the stuff I watched. Anything that was like, it was mostly like family films, because it's Christmas time, that kind of thing. But yeah, Callum, go ahead. I'm sure you've watched some more serious stuff than Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I got a long ass fucking list there. Like
I know you have.
I've watched Inglourious Bastards, which is Quentin Tarantino's film with like Brad Pitt, what's his name, Christoph Waltz in it as well. Insane film. I've watched the Matrix trilogy. The second and the third one are shit, but it like just about rounds the story off. I got all the Mission Impossible films for Christmas. I watched all of those.
The new one as well, the one that had apparently a part inspired from Uncharted 3.
Yeah,
where
the
he's
plane
falling
bit,
out of a
yeah,
plane, and
yeah.
it's meant to be like Uncharted 3. Yeah.
Yeah, Rogue Nation. Yeah, I got that one as well. I've watched all the Jackass movies as well because
You're a big fan of Jackass, I know
mate,
you are,
Jackass
so.
is fucking brilliant. You can't deny it that it's like hilarious. Ill Manners as well, which is a film by the rapper Plan B. That's such a good film about like kind of like gang life and drug circulation and shit in London. I've also watched a few films with Ice Cube in it lately. I watched the film Friday. That's just funny. Boys in the Hood, I've watched that again. Earlier today I watched Straight Outta Compton because I could. I'm getting a director's cut of that on Monday. Star Wars from episode 1 to episode 7, even though the prequels absolutely killed me.
I did watch A New Hope before. I've still not seen Force Awakens, which is really frustrating to me. And it's annoying as well because I was reading a comment and unfortunately one of the things got spoiled to me, which is not fun. It's like the biggest moment in the movie. Anyone who's watched it will know, of course. I've still yet to see the movie, of course, and anyone who's watching this video as well has noticed my camera's never out.
Sake,
I know
man.
it always happens. I was like, come on, there's got to be enough space on this one. I had like 3 gigs, but apparently that's too much. Too little, in fact. But
I've been watching more, mate.
True.
I've started watching Daredevil, the TV series. Yeah, it's not too bad. Gotham comes back on Monday as well, which I'm buzzing for. And Better Call Saul comes back in February.
Better Call Saul. There was actually
there
was a teaser that Robin put in our chat earlier.
Yeah.
And that looks very interesting, I must say. I still definitely.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch it before.
I think I need
before it
to
goes back
because
out.
I've forgotten most of the shit that happened in that one, and I know how it ends because he kind of drives off and he's kind of left like I don't know. Actually, I've fucking forgotten. That's the thing. I've literally forgotten most of what happened in Better Call Saul season 1, so I need to go back and watch that.
You need to go back and watch Breaking Bad again, mate.
Breaking Bad, I know the plot line for. I mean, I should probably watch it again. I've only watched it once.
What do you mean you should watch it again? There's like no shit about it. You should just definitely watch that shit.
Yeah. But I just know that Breaking Bad takes a long time. It's 5 seasons, all of about 15 odd episodes, apart from season 1.
Okay, you think that's long? Watch Prison Break. That's like 24 episodes a season, and there's 4
watch like
of them.
Prison Break, watch like Game of Thrones, watch Walking Dead. They're all very long.
Game of Thrones is shit. Let's just leave that.
You pissed off a lot of people now.
I don't care. Game of Thrones is shit. It's overrated as fuck.
I have the same opinion because currently, I think my parents were they were watching it through, and I've told them multiple times to watch Breaking Bad, but they still refuse to watch Breaking Bad. And so they're watching Game of Thrones. They're all hyped on that and was like, that's just basically porn and porn and like brutal death scenes.
At least Breaking Bad's about drugs and family, like.
Yeah, and cancer, which is more serious than
sex and
some
incest.
weird family. Yeah, incest, like fucking hell. And Walking Dead, I've heard is definitely
overrated.
A series that it's a series that you should probably watch. I think I've not watched
overrated.
it either, but people always say it's overrated. But then people say Breaking Bad's overrated as well.
No, it's not.
Of course, Callum would be on the side of a series that he likes, but
either way, the thing is, I've watched Game of Thrones and I've watched part of Walking Dead, and like Walking Dead and Game of Thrones are basically just the same thing every episode, I think.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if you showed the episode Fly to people who've not watched Breaking Bad, I'm sure they'd be very impressed.
You cannot base Breaking Bad on that one fucking episode.
You know what? I think if I ever watched Breaking Bad through again, I think I'd just skip Fly. Like, I
almost did skip Fly when I watched it through like the second time, and I just thought, you know what, I just got to watch it. And then
because it's just an hour of shit. Like,
the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth time I watched Breaking Bad, I did skip it because it was just awful.
I could not. Oh god, Fly. When the first, I remember Robin leading up to that episode was like very sarcastically saying how I'd enjoy Fly. No, I didn't. It was horrific. But anyway, we're gonna come to the end, I think, because Callum has probably got more on his list, but it's just.
No, I don't anymore.
Oh, haven't you? Okay, good. Well, we've wasted enough to people's time now. But obviously, let us know some viewer topics in the comments, of course. Let us know if you've come from Robin's channel. That's a random question that we're asking today.
Leave some viewer topics.
I've just said that, Callum.
I'm deaf.
And would I thank you a lot for watching, of course.
If you end it with banter, I will kill you.
I hope to see you again. We hope to see you again next banter.